Hi there, welcome to Don's Workshop. This is my review of the NASA Apollo Lunar Rover build. Here's the completed rover, and it is quite an interesting set. I was surprised by how much more complex it was than I was expecting. Anyway, let's start with the book. The book has some interesting details to start with. To the moon and back. Since the first humans set foot on the moon in 1969, our exploration of space has yielded new knowledge of the universe that few could have imagined. Early explorations of the moon, pioneered by NASA's Apollo missions from 1961 to 1972, opened a gateway to innovative technology and extraordinary missions further and further into our solar system. This LEGO Technic model is inspired by NASA's Apollo 17 Lunar Rover vehicle, the LRV-3. The rover was a remarkable feat of engineering and exploration, and as part of NASA's final Apollo mission, it played a pivotal role in pushing the boundaries of lunar exploration. Yeah, so this is the kind of scene where it's like, I'd like to get the astronaut that they made to put on the rover. Explore your LRV-3. Astronauts completed several expeditions in the LRV-3 to collect rock and soil samples and capture breathtaking images of our closest celestial neighbor. Explore a myriad of equipment, tools, and intricate details as you build, and that is exactly what happened. There's lots of little tools on this thing. That's the antenna here at the front. There are lots of cameras on it. Well, that's a camera on the front as well. Details on display. Like its original counterpart, your LEGO LRV-3 rover can be folded neatly to fit inside an actual lunar rover lander module for transportation to the moon. The final model can be displayed as one or in separate sections. The forward chassis, a compass, only works with Earth's magnetic field, so astronauts used a directional gyro and odometer to navigate on the moon's surface. Moon dust would get everywhere, and cleaning brush, though not typical scientific tool, was essential to keep radiators, TV cameras, and the rover's surface clean. The Lunar Communications Relay Unit. The Lunar Communications Relay Unit was the most important communications link for astronauts during extravehicular activities on the moon. The high and low gain antennas connected astronauts with Houston Mission Control Center. And then the aft pallet assembly, which was the part that took, I think, three parts to get that built. Anyway, the astronauts conducted a series of scientific experiments including active and passive seismic activity and profiling, while using and storing tools and samples on the aft pallet assembly. The LEGO rock in the backpack represents Big Mully, a 4 billion year old rock collected by Apollo 16. Oh, I see. So this is the big rock that they put in the back here. Anyway, that's the story there. So as you can see, it's good. This is with all the different parts on it. I'll just take the different parts off. So here's the front, that communications assembly, and that goes with these two other pieces here, this one and this one. So when you put it on the stand, these all go on the stand together with this antenna and this camera. So all of them have, there's a lot of solar panels in these, as well as there's a moon map on here. I think that's the color camera, and then this antenna. And then these all have a nice stand where you put all the different sections on. So they just go on each section. So in this case, we have the communications assembly, I believe just goes on here, on the middle one here, like so, and then these go on the back here with the moon map and the camera and the antenna. So that is pretty good. Next section, I guess we'll take off the other front piece here. This is that front chassis piece, and there's that antenna. They didn't put, it's not webbing on it, but it's like a very good representation. And then this other camera that's on the front, these all open up to get into with all the circuitry it shows in here. It is pretty interesting. You got a lot of stickers with circuitry on there. There's like, these are like battery packs. So you kind of build the batteries. They hide them under the solar panels, but they're in there as part of the build. little stickers with the wires all showing for the battery connections. So that's pretty neat. Got this camera up here that kind of moves around along with this big antenna. And once again, goes on the stand, and that one goes on this side. Just got to sit in here on those axle pins, and that just holds up like that. So that's pretty cool. And finally, the biggest part of the sections to build was this aft pallet assembly. So it's got all these tools on it. There's the shovel. There's this antenna piece. I guess that's the seismic thing maybe. And then this thing, which I have no idea what that is. And then what I think is another like battery pack type thing. And here's the little backpack with the rocks in it. So you made the little rocks to put back there. And then there's this pack with the gyro or something in there. So that hangs on there. And then this swings out as well. Oh, it swings out in the back. So this swings out like that. So you can get that open like so. So that's a neat little function there. And lots of little details on this as you're building it. And once again, this goes on the stand here on the aft pallet assembly section here. So that's just sits on here. Yeah, you sit it on there, and then it's shows the aft pallet assembly on that. And then they've got these nice big displays. You put these big stickers on here with the descriptions of everything that's on there. So it's like a tool collection, power supply, different parts of each section. And finally, we have the main rover. It's got steering here. So all wheels turn at the same time. It's a pretty neat little steering section. You build them together. It's got a like display panel as well. And then of course the neat thing about this is that it all folds up. So we fold that up. These go down, chairs fold down like that. So that's pretty neat. Then you can lock in the steering here so that doesn't move around, and get those locked in so that you can like fold up the wheels. So these have to come out. There's little mechanisms you put in here to just slide those in. I guess that's helpful there. And you can fold these up and over. Oh, this is supposed to fold up too. So that folds over. Now to fold those wheels in, there's another couple of pieces those fold over as well, so that these can fold up, and then it just folds right down. You just do the same thing on the other side and get those moved over. And then this can fold up, and all folds up nice and neat. So that's pretty neat. All folds up nicely, and then you can mount that. It's got its own stand as well that you can mount that on for the rover all folded up, or it can sit on this stand even when it's out. So that is a very cool build. Transforms, has all the different parts, all the different details of all the tools and everything that was used on the missions. It is a very neat, excellent. I think it's an excellent build, excellent representation of the Lunar Rover, and as well as all the things it was actually being used for. This just reminds you of how like amazing the technology was that we developed for the moon missions. And we've kind of gotten away from that. It's too bad, because this is, we could have really gone a lot farther with this. Like, this is amazing that they were able to put this together to just collect some moon rocks. Imagine if we had done more to try to extend what we were doing with these rovers and from the 70s, and where we'd be at today with space exploration if we didn't, if that didn't get ended. Anyway. If you like that review, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and take it easy.